What's up there, guys? Gonna do a little bit of a cigar review today. Today I want you to, maybe you can see that label, maybe. Okay, it's a new blend tobacco. It's rolled in Honduras, but the tobacco seeds are from Cuba. And I'm gonna spell this for you. It's Yarguera, Yarguera. Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but anyway, this is an estate tobacco. It's hand rolled. It looks on the outside, it's got a really nice construction to it. It's not really completely heavily veiny, but it does have a nice, pretty smooth texture to it. I already cut off the tip, which we call the head. Cut off the head, and that actually was a little pigtail, so it was kind of cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and light this one, and I'm going to smoke a little bit of it and give you. Now I did a dry draw on it already, and then I want to say it's a very clean tobacco, very smooth, and almost has sort of a hazelnut sort of taste to it, which is kind of weird, but it's what my taste buds picked up. So anyway, usually I do these reviews on when I write them down and sort of retype them back later on the internet, and it's just kind of cool, but I decided to do this one on video form. Wow, this is a really good smoke. Now through the nose, it's a little bit, it's pretty heavy on the spice actually, but not in a bad way. More like whiskey. I absolutely get sort of a not cognac, whiskey or scotch type burn through the nose, which is extremely cool. It tastes good. You know, this is of course just the first puff or two. It seems to be you know, even though it's just barely started, it's really relatively burning really smooth, really evenly. You get a nice white smoke out of it, and even on the exhale you get white smoke. A lot of times when you smoke cigars, on the exhale you get more of a yellowish tint to it because it's the mixing with your saliva and the glands in your mouth. But this one's got a nice clean taste so far. Produces a lot of smoke, which is really nice. I do like a cigar that puts out a really nice cloud. It's very aromatic. This is a very aromatic cigar, I can tell you that right now. It's really smooth. I would say this is, well, because I smoke mostly fulls and medium to full, I would say that this is actually pretty medium. This is not really a heavy, thick cigar as far as the level of taste and strength. I know watching some dude smoke a cigar is a little boring sometimes, but I'm trying to give you a little bit of a taste profile. Now I taste a semi-sweet taste, sort of a light woodiness to it. It really whips across the taste buds very, very, very nicely. Like I said, it's got wood, it's got a little bit of nut to it, almost like a hazelnut in a way. It's got sort of very smooth whiskey it's not really, you're not going to smoke it and say, oh, I'm smoking whiskey. You know, it's not like that. It's more of a vibe or a feel you get when you drink a nice smooth or a nice whiskey or bourbon. You'll get that with it. It's pretty good. So now, of course, this is not even the first quarter of the cigar, and it's going to take a while for me to get to different points of the cigar. So I'm going to stop this. I'll call this one part one, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you a little bit more as I get a little bit further into the cigar.